EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4th down, Prescott forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delay, Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Buying time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Prescott, he's got his man. It's Schultz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now Pollard. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game, passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Run for Pollard. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game, the last. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Check, 59, 59. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And complete once again to Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got the first down and more. Look at the big man rumble. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Scott fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 84 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Down inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Cincinnati. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. play action. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of down.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punt. Here's a diving catch right side. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Jaron Reed. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11.
They'll look to throw here. This goes out wide from Nixon. He's going to have the first down and then some. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting to break.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. 74 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick throw? Left side is complete on the diving effort. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down, staying on his feet. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kingsley Enagbare bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Oh, he fakes a spike. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Burrow going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Right to the air is Burrow. Being chased out left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal.
11, Thomas. He's coming. We got double up.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Roll it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mitchell Wilcox from a yard out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers gonna go on fourth down. Dancing to his left. Completes it again to Dobbs. So a chance to breathe easier now. First and 10 after the fourth down conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
63 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. To the air again, Burrow. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Burrow out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. Oh, good move. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Big 13. Big 13. 11 Thomas.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game, might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And boy, he can be slippery in the open field, spinning his way to a gain of 8 yards. Back to Mixon on second down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. 12, 12, 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up at rook. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 75 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Burrow. Steps away. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check safety, check safety. Check 3, check 3.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in.
And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, really happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia, tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal her. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, Huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, 60 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lance on the bootleg. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Lance looks to throw again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lance now to throw.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. George Kittle, 67 yards.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
McLeod to return it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yellow, 43.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up up the gut, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
After the sack on first down, Lance throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains,
but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And he's got room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Lance going to sneak it. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And some room to maneuver.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 31-yard line.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They'll go again to Jones.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 2nd down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.